Okay. What have you read about Power BI? Yes, anyone can tell us what Power BI is all about? Hello? Have people disappeared? Or you want me to call names?
Yeah.
Hmm? Kawaga, what is Power BI?
Power BI is a collection of software services.
Is it what? Hello?
Hello.
You say Power BI is a what?
This is a software service,
Hmm.
tools, and connectors that
That does
help
what?
businesses analyze and that helps businesses analyze
Mhm.
and visualize data to gain actionable insights or actionable goals.
Okay. So I'm going to, during this course, we are going to use the software Power BI and you learn it. So you can go to YouTube and learn about Power BI. I may not teach it in class, but I will examine it. And we will have a practical paper on it. Have you heard?
Okay, sir.
We shall have a practical exam on it. We shall have a theory exam, but also we shall have a practical exam. The practical exam will be based on Power BI software. Install it on your machine, on your laptop. Go to YouTube. I'll also give you videos which can help you to learn how to use Power BI. This is a great tool for businesses today. If you learn it, you are going to get a lot of money in the field if you learn it. But if you don't want, still you lose. We don't have enough time to go into these things because we have started late. If time allows, I would have gone through it, but we don't have enough time. But start from today. It is a free software. Go to Microsoft, install Power BI on your machine. However, it will not go on the weak laptops. Those of you who have weak laptops, it will not go there. Your laptop must be a strong laptop. But your IT people, I think you have strong machines. Is that okay? Okay, let us now introduce ourselves to data mining. So when you look at that picture, we have what we call a data warehouse, and we have data mining tools. Then we have data mart 1, data mart 2, data mart 3. These are technical terms. These are very technical terms. We have on the left-hand side, you see there's A, B, C, D. Now, these are different sources of data. Remember where we started from, the scenario of the beans in a shop. Various farmers can bring beans to this shopkeeper. And the shopkeeper is going, since they are all beans, is going to pour them into one sack. But these have come from various farmers. Even we can have data from various sources. We can have data from various sources. Each source, as you can see, these sources have different colors. A is red, B is blue, C is green, D is light blue. Now, each source has its format of presenting the data. Like those farmers, some farmers are going to bring their beans when they are clean. There's no dust, there are no stones. But some farmers are going to bring also beans, and they say, we are selling you beans, but full of stones, full of dust, full of husks. So even in our data, now when this data comes, it is confined into a place which is called a data warehouse. So for the beans, you can think of a store. All of the farmers can bring their beans into a store. So even here, the data is going to come into a database, and that database is called a data warehouse. That is why this data is converged. Now, once the data is inside the data warehouse, then we have the time to do the mining, to do the sorting, to get out the good data and discard the bad data. All of you use WhatsApp. All of you do use WhatsApp. But can anyone tell me why WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter, they are free? Why are these social media platforms free? WhatsApp is free, Twitter is free, TikTok is free, Facebook is free. Why are they free? Does anyone know the reason why they are free? Yes? Can someone help us to know why these are free? Are people there, or I'm teaching myself?
Sometimes those platforms are free, but in actual sense they're not free because when we look at some of them like the YouTube, the whatsoever, they have what they call ads, and I think that's where they collect their revenue from.
Ads give them very little revenue. There's something which gives them more revenue. Zam. Zam. Are you there? Why are they free? Yes, Zam? Seems Zam wants to talk about how computers refused. Okay, what happens? The WhatsApp people, they create what is called a warehouse. In their warehouse, everything you send on WhatsApp, most especially the images, they store them into a warehouse. As much as for you think you have deleted, the warehouse or the server of WhatsApp doesn't belong to you. So they collect all this data into a warehouse, and then they call the business people. So they can say on Monday, 15th of March, 2025, we are going to display images from Uganda, Ugandan youths. So those who are interested in making business for the Ugandan youths, you can come and pay this money. So people, businessmen are going to come, and they are going to sit inside a big room, and they are going to put a big TV, and they are going to pay very expensively. Then they will start watching. They will start watching pictures passing. Then as they are, for you may think you sent that picture to your boyfriend and you deleted, you put a one-time C and you deleted. But as they are watching, then they say, seems Ugandan girls don't shave. Then they say, seems they don't have shavers. So they say, oh, let us make shavers, the Chinese. So they make shavers and they send to Uganda. And shavers sell like a hot cake. Why? Because they saw the pictures, people are not shaving. So you see that now, Kawaga, what are you laughing at? When they look at the girls, they say that, oh, these people put ropes on their heads. And the ropes they put, they are ropes of the hair of dead people. So dead people have died in abroad countries. So what they do, they make sure every person who dies abroad, they remove the hair. And then they turn this hair into ropes and then they send it to Uganda. Then you are going to see women buying like anything. But it's because someone say why only girls? Because women are the ones who copy anything they find. Boys are very smart. Boys are very smart. It is the girls mainly. Deborah, don't be angry with me. You go, it is women who go with anything. Let's forget the shaving. Let us go to the course now. So these people, when they are seated in the warehouse, they can see anything. For you, on your side, you're happy that you deleted, but the other side, they see business in it. The TikTok you do, they sell it out. So that is putting now data into the warehouse. Now, these people who come to attend the show, actually what they have come to do now is called the mining. And in the mining, they are going to pull out useful insights. Now, what they pull out is what is called a data mart. Now, data mart is that small content that has been got out of after mining. Those are the good beans that you have got out, which you are going to cook. So that good rice, which you have got out, which you are going to cook, is now what is called a data mart. Mark these terminologies, you might get them in the exam somewhere. Okay? So in that picture, that is what Faith started telling us. What do you tell from the picture? So you can see this lady is sorting out beans. He's sorting out the good and the bad before he cooks. And that is what we do in mining. So let us look at the definitions. Okay, can someone read for me a definition on the screen of data mining?
Data mining refers it refers to extracting or mining knowledge from large amounts of data. Another
Okay,
definition is the
help us to understand that first point you have read.
I explain.
Yeah. What you just read, you don't understand. You explain what have you read. What have you understood from what you have read?
I've understood like it is a process of extracting like the data what you want, important data from the big data you have, like what you really need is what you select.
There is a word you are missing. Yourself, you read data mining refers to extracting or mining knowledge. That is very important. It refers to extracting or mining knowledge. Okay?
Yes.
And where do we get the knowledge from? From large amounts of data. The Power BI I have told you, you are going to put data, it's from Excel sheets. So when you put data from Excel sheets, these are big, large sets of data. That's data sets. Say, for example, I can get a data set of Mulago Hospital for the year 2024, and I put it into Power BI. Now, in this data set, I want to know how many mothers gave birth in Mulago Hospital in the year 2024. But remember the data I have put has people who have given birth, has accident of border, accident of cars, accident of fire, people have malaria, people have what? So many diseases. You can think of how many diseases. Okay. But now I'm using Power BI to tell me only those mothers who gave birth, because I want to plan for them. I'm not interested in accidents. I'm not interested in malaria. I'm not interested in COVID. I'm not interested in, but mothers who gave birth. So when I load it to Power BI and I tell it, give me the mothers who gave birth. So I'm extracting knowledge from a large amount of data. Okay. So that is what mining does. You extract. That word extracting is very, very important. Never miss it in your definition because it makes it all. Extracting. Okay. Like the beans which we talked about, you are extracting or you are sorting the good beans out of the bad ones. So basically, when we talk of data mining, it is very important that we are extracting knowledge from a large amount of data. And this is what you're going to do in the Power BI I have told you. Okay. Okay, go to the second point. Someone else? Yes, continue reading. Hello? Now, people fear to read because I'll tell them to explain. Maybe let me just pick at random. Now, this person who was TY, who is that one? The one who was TY.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you? Can you read for us the second point?
Data mining is the process of discovering patterns, relationships, and insights from large data sets using statistical, machine learning, and database techniques.
So it uses, the tools that it uses are basically statistical, machine learning, and database techniques. The Power BI I have told you that is a statistical way of mining data. It can also be machine learning language. So we are going to use various software in this process. There are so many softwares you can use. So many. You can have, there's Kobo Collect, so many. But now I've told you only Power BI. So I want you to concentrate on Power BI. All the notes are there on YouTube. I'll also give you some good ones so that you can be able to use it at the end of the day. We have something practical out of this course. Okay. Then we have data mining derives its name from the similarities between searching for valuable business information in a large database. That is called a drill down, or slicing, or deslicing. When we talk of a drill down, I don't know if you people have ever watched a movie. I have forgotten the name of that movie, but these guys wanted to rob a bank. Yeah, some of you watch movies. Those guys wanted to rob a bank. So they made a trick and they got some people to work inside the bank, to be employees of the bank. And then also they rented a shop nearby the bank. So what they did, those who are working inside the bank, they left the places open inside the bank. But here, the door was closed and the askaris were keeping the door closed with the padlocks. Yet inside it is open. After all, the person cannot go inside unless he has passed through the main door. So what these guys did, they dug a hole from the shop down in the underground. and they dug into the bank. It never took them 1 day, it never took them 2 days or 3 days. So until when they managed to break into a bank using a tunnel which they dug down. So they got into a bank, they removed the money, and they went out with the money when the askaris are on the door waiting. In the morning to come, money is nowhere to see. There is a hole which they used. So I'm bringing this because of the drill. So drill down means you dig deep into the matter. Okay? You dig deep into the matter. The scenario I've told you of Moraga Hospital, it means you have so much data. You have to dig deep to get the mothers who gave birth in Moraga Hospital in that year. So you dig deep. You can't just say that you are going to pass on the top and you get what you need. Any question? So objectives of data mining. Sam, can you read now? The other time you wanted to read for us, but your mic had issues. Sam. Okay, Josh. Josh.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Objectives of data mining. Can you read for us?
Extract useful information from data
Your voice is too far.
and extract useful information from data. And another one is transform data into a comprehensive structure for future use.
So those ones I have already explained. They are self-explanatory. Okay? Now,
Yes.
why data mining? Why data mining? We have what we call market analysis. Market analysis. Yes? What do we mean by market analysis? What do you understand? Market analysis. Okiroth, Harold. Market analysis. Yes? Is Harold there?
Yes, I'm around.
If someone says market analysis, what does it mean?
It's a detailed assessment of the target market.
Of the target market.
Yes,
Now,
as in
let me
the
ask-
market that you're targeting.
So data mining can help us to tell where is a market. So when you talk of market analysis, when you go to data mining, I have given an example of WhatsApp, of those people who sit in a warehouse somewhere on the WhatsApp company, and they start looking at the pictures coming from Uganda. These people, they need a market. They need business in Uganda, but they have never come to Uganda before. They have never been in Uganda before, but here is a country called Uganda, and you can make money there. So the question is, what can we sell in Uganda and make money? So they go to the WhatsApp and they start watching. They start looking at the videos coming from Ugandans. They look at pictures coming from Ugandans. Then they realize, as they are watching the videos, as they are watching the pictures, here comes a boy who wants to show his girl the manhood, and is sending a picture to show you. Now, as they are watching, then they say, who these boys of Uganda have forests. They don't cut their forests. Maybe they don't have pangs. So a Chinese now knows tomorrow morning I have to make pangs to cut those forests. And I'm sure, because according to the videos I've seen, at least 3 or 4, the forest is not cut. So tomorrow, the Chinese man is going to make his tools which you can use to cut the forest. And when the trailer comes in Uganda, within no time, okay, that is market analysis. So that is why you said these people, the Chinese, they never sell anything in Uganda and doesn't sell. Any brand they bring, it will sell because they have mastered the market, mastered using data mining. Okay? Data mining. If you know that Ugandans riot a lot, every day you see Ugandans are rioting, then you manufacture more tear gas. If you know that Ugandans are preparing elections in 2026, and you know tear gas can help them to elect very well, you make more tear gas. Okay? Then we have a second point is fraud detection. Fraud detection. How can data mining help us to detect fraud? Now, this time I'm going to ask a girl. Which girl has not talked yet? I want a girl. Which girl has not yet spoken yet? You tell us. We have only 2 girls. We have Deborah, Julia, and who? Zam. Zam, your mic, we don't know what happened. Is Zam a man or a girl? Who knows the real Zam?
He's a man.
The real Zam is a man. Hmm? Zam, you are saying you are ready, but you are not talking. Fraud detection. How can data mining help us to detect fraud? Hmm? Okay, I leave that homework to you. You never know, it can come in the exam. How is data mining used to detect fraud? If people have decided to keep quiet. I don't know what Zam is doing and is not talking. You may say you have issues with your mic, yet you have issues with someone near you. Then we have customer relationship management. CRM, customer relationship management. In most organizations, we have these systems whereby we collect data of customers. Some of you have worked in organizations. You have collected data for customers. You have data for customers from Guru, customers from Masaka, customers from Rakai, customers from Nebi, customers from Entebbe. Okay? At one point, you want to know which region buys more from us. So the system can help you to know which region buys more. Then you can decide that if we are getting more customers from Nebi and we are situated in Kampala, can we create a branch in Nebi such that our customers don't incur more costs by putting in transport costs to come and buy from us? So there you make a decision and you say let us create a branch in Nebi. So you create a branch in Nebi. Have you seen how, do you know how Centenary Bank has spread all over this country? So they use data mining. They look at their customer database. When you go to open up an account, they are going to ask you, where do you stay? That record, they have it. So that where do you stay, when they're doing mining, they are going to say that, oh, according to our records, we have so many people from Masaka, but we don't have a branch in Masaka. So let us create a branch in Masaka. So that is customer relationship management. You can help your customers to give them better services using data mining. We have healthcare analytics. Those are in healthcare in hospitals. They also do the same. We also have challenges in data mining. We have challenges. The first challenge which we have is the quality of data. Quality of data. Some data is incomplete at times. Some data is noisy and inconsistent data. So this now brings issues. It brings issues. You are not in a better position to make a decision because you have incomplete data. Some people are going to deceive you. You ask a person, where do you stay? A person will say Rakai. Because the person inside his heart is say, why does he want to know where I stay? A person will deceive you. Then eventually, you are going to create a branch in Rakai thinking you have customers, and no one is going to come and say, according to our database, we have so many people from Rakai. But now we are not seeing any. Okay? So sometimes we have incomplete data, which doesn't tell it all. Sometimes the data is noisy. What do we mean by noisy data? What is noisy data? Can anyone tell us? You can Google. You Google noisy data. What is noisy data? Yes? Noisy data. Kawaga.
Yes,
Faith, are
sir.
you still there?
Yes, sir.
What is noisy data?
Noisy data refers to data that contains error, irrelevant information, or random variation that can negatively impact data analysis and model accuracy.
Now, that is what you have read. Now, explain to us what you have understood in it. If it came in an exam, explain what the meaning of noisy data. What are you going to say?
What I've understood in this, like removing some mistakes in data. For example, when you're typing 50,000 instead of 5,000, you can
No,
remove that zero. Yeah.
Faith, we are not saying how do you collect noisy data. We are saying what is noisy data.
No, I was just giving you guys an example.
Sometimes an example can be offside. Anyone else who wants to help Faith out of the ring? Awaga, you want to help your girlfriend?
My friend,
Yeah?
I want
You
to
were
help my
cow-
friend.
You were coward. Okay, help your friend who is a girl.
When you talk about noisy data, we are referring to data that is inaccurate in our like data that has no meaning according to the analysis we are trying to make.
It has no meaning.
That is far from what we are trying to get from the analysis we are trying to make. For example, like we talked about the banks, someone providing some data about themselves, but when they are not so sure of the place, so you cannot locate the person, or we cannot know about their age, their like when they're not so accurate about the
By the way, people, I hope you are making notes that side. These are things you'll find in exam and they will tease you. If I'm asking Faith or if I'm asking Kawaga, I'm asking all of you. These are the very questions you are going to find in the exam. Explain the meaning of noisy data. And you say, now this man is setting things he has never taught. Has someone ever told you that you are making noise for us? Deola, have you ever made noise for someone?
Yes,
What did the person mean by saying, don't make noise for me?
someone can be doing his or her important things and you in the background you're making noise. Oh, when you're talking nonsense.
I like, all you are doing what?
When you're talking nonsense.
Actually, most of the time, the person, if a person says, don't, you are making noise, don't make noise for me, it means what you are saying is nonsense. Otherwise, if you shout at a person and you say, come for your 1 million, okay? If someone shouted at you and said, come for your 1 million, but is shouting, will you say, don't make noise for me?
No.
Will you? You will just run and go, okay? Because he's talking sense. But the moment you said what a person is saying has no meaning, okay? Is not making any sense, okay? Is irrelevant. If what a person is saying is irrelevant, okay? It's not accurate, okay? You will be forced to tell the person, don't make noise for me, okay? If a person what is saying is negative, okay? You will be forced to say, don't make noise for me. So which means when we say noisy data, we are looking at data which is irrelevant to the subject at hand, okay? If that data is not relevant to the subject at hand, then we can say it is noisy. Or if it's not accurate, if someone comes and says, I have found your boyfriend with a girl in the restaurant, okay? So I can say, don't make noise for me. Because yes, you found them in the restaurant, so what? Maybe it was with his sister, okay? Maybe it is a restaurant attendant girl you saw coming near him. So sometimes the data we get has noise in it. It's inaccurate, it's irrelevant, it is corrupted. Okay? Sometimes it is corrupted. It can't help us to make a decision. We can't get any useful insights out of it. So sometimes also we find it difficult to make conclusions. Like a person who says, I stay in Rakai, yet actually that person does not stay in Rakai. Yes, a person might say, I stay in Rakai, but this person is a tenant in Rakai. Then after giving the person an account, after 3 months, the person relocates from Rakai. And for you, according to your database, this person stays in Rakai. That is why now and again, banks are going to call you, come and update your data. Come and update your data, such that they have up-to-date data. They don't have noisy data. When you want to make decisions, the data is accurate. Okay. Then we have what we call scalability. Another challenge is scalability. that is handling large data sets. Now, I have told you, think about a data set of Mulago Hospital for the year, just 1 year, 2024, Mulago Hospital. And then someone tells you, I want to know how many mothers gave birth to male babies. You see? He has given you a full data set of Mulago Hospital for the year 2024. And he wants to know how many mothers gave birth to only male kids, male children. So you see how big that data set is. Because first of all, so many people visited Mulago Hospital with various intentions. Not everybody who came to give birth. So some data sets are big and it is hard to analyze them. That is one challenge. Then another one, privacy and security concerns. Privacy and security concerns. You see that at times, there is no privacy. At times, there is no privacy in these things. And if there is privacy, security is not there. If there is a privacy, there is no security. So that is also another major concern which you have to look at. Then integration of data from different sources. Integration of data from different sources. Remember when we started the scenario of the beans, we said various farmers can bring their beans. And these beans are going to be put together into one bag. That is now integration into one sack. That is integration of data from different sources. But when you put these beans together, some beans are dirty, others are clean, some beans have stones, others have, So in the first diagram, we saw data coming from source A, source B, source, and so on. Now, when you bring this data together, integrating it, you are going to find that data from source A is saying female, male for gender. Data from source A is saying female, male for gender. And data from source B is saying man, woman, but they also refer to gender, man, woman. But you're going to find that data from source C is not writing the full word female, but it's just writing F, M. F for female, M for male. And another source is writing W for women, M for man. But remember, you have to consolidate this data. You want to know all the female. Okay? Like the Mulago data set I've told you. The data they are going to give you, somewhere they are saying females. Somewhere they are saying women. Somewhere they are saying F. Somewhere they are saying W. Now, how do you determine that the female and the F data is the same, such that you add it together? You see? How do you determine that the female and the woman data is the same, so that you put it together? So integration of data from different sources becomes a problem. Maybe what a person calls female is not female. Maybe what a person calls F doesn't mean female. What calls a woman? So we have that challenge. Data from different sources, bringing it together is a big, big challenge. Are people still hearing me? Am I still on?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, we have issues with the power here. It is on and off. So sometimes I think I have gone off. We have power issue. I don't know what happened with electricity today this side. So I hope you get the point of data from different sources. Okay. Then we have ethical consideration in data mining. Remember, we have talked about privacy and security. Now, ethical consideration is here, data privacy. So we should protect sensitive data. I can give you an example. You have heard Tasso is closing out of Uganda, but we had Tasso. Okay, we have Tasso. I don't know if it is closing or but I call it what one, but we have Tasso. But can you imagine how many people go to Tasso who are HIV positive? How many responsible people go there for ARVs? Okay. Now, if this data is not well protected, you are going to spoil the reputation of these people, because these people will even stop coming to you if you don't have, if you don't protect their data, if you don't protect their information. That is why you are going to see that many companies, many organizations, they are going to tell you that this data is well protected, is safe. We are not going to share it with anyone. And if these people are going to share it, they will tell you that we shall be able to share your data. Do you allow? If you say no, they will not. Deborah, you are a security personnel, I know. Can you explain us more about protecting data? I know this is your daily bread. Deborah. You have decided to keep quiet. I found it, Deborah. Has she gone off?
I'm still around.
Tell us. You are a security
What were
personnel.
you asking?
We are saying that data must be protected, sensitive data. It is an ethical consideration, and we are asking ourselves, how can we protect data? Or for you as a security personnel, how can you protect sensitive data?
Like in an organization, let me take for example, UN, most of the sensitive data, they encrypt data, and most of the things you can't open except admins, and they encourage people to change passwords, routine change of passwords, those kind of things.
Deborah, that is very, very good. Yeah, I asked you, I knew definitely you have a good answer for us. Any other security personnel here, I don't know. Deborah, I know. The others, I don't know. So Deborah has given us a very good explanation. Even I don't need to add more on it. So it is encrypted. That is how we can protect it. We can use passwords. Okay? You encourage changing passwords now and again. Okay? Because people need privacy. And the moment your customers know that their data is not protected, they run away. They will not come back to you. Can you imagine if someone's money got lost on a bank account? If you wake up tomorrow and your money is not nowhere on the bank account, will you trust that bank anymore? You saw people withdraw money from mobile money. The moment you send, immediately people withdraw their money. Why? Because they don't trust the mobile money. If I keep my money there and they will steal it. Okay? So when we are doing data mining, also as we are going to see with business intelligence, it will come back. Protecting people's data is very, very crucial. It is ethical to protect people's data. Don't just collect people's data and then just leave it there for anyone to see. No. That is why the men always put passwords in their phones. There is some sensitive data to protect. Deborah, is it also applicable? Is it also good for men to protect their sensitive data? Faith. I know the boys here, they are saying, Master, you
Yes.
tell them. Is it proper for the men to protect their sensitive data? Harold, does your phone have a password?
Yes, sir.
Why is there a password?
To protect sensitive information.
What sensitive information is there?
There is a lot.
What is a lot? Does your girlfriend know your password? Or your wife? You have a girlfriend, you have a wife.
Girlfriend.
Does she know your password?
Yeah, she has, but to some.
Harold, don't lie, yes. Tell us the truth.
That's the fact. She has.
Faith, do you know his password? Huh? Faith, do you know his password? He's lying us, yet you are hearing. You see, Faith says she doesn't know your password. Then we have transparency. When we are dealing with data mining, we should be clear about